With the recent rise in crime, local residents have started questioning police response time from both the LUPD and NOPD. Students living in the areas surrounding the university sometimes feel unsafe in their neighborhoods.
Most of the time when I'm uptown, I feel safe, but I have had instances where I feel more uneasy than others.
A rise in thefts and burglars in the past few weeks has residents asking if they're the ones being targeted.
It's definitely not a secret to criminals that there are a lot of university students uptown drinking, oftentimes traveling in small unarmed groups that would potentially be easy targets. I'm 6'3" and weigh 200 pounds, so I don't typically feel like targeted as a tall, male. But I can definitely see why criminals would target our area.
The area surrounding Cherokee and Maple Streets has given rise to 2 burglaries in the past week. Some students are questioning the police response time in their neighborhoods.
I think 4 hours was a ridiculous response time. I think they could have done a lot better. And it's even more worrying that the police officer we finally did speak to could only speak to the fact that we were lucky to have a police officer in that response time. I think that's kind of irresponsible, especially because we had called so many departments and different phone numbers told to call. It's not like we just tried one and kind of hoped for it. We called every police we could in the area.
In the past 3 years, Loyola has reported 15 criminal offenses on campus, whereas Tulane has reported 169.
If you look through the Maroon, if you look through any crime reports, you see that there's a bunch of violent crimes, rapes, burglaries, breaking into cars.
Some students are advocating for taking responsibility into their own hands, such as concealing a handgun.
Students that do not drink or do not carry firearms to bars, who follow the Louisiana legislature, I believe that students should conceal on campus and conceal around it, conceal carry firearms.
Due to recent tragedies in schools throughout America, the idea of arming oneself in school has been controversial.
LUPD, they're great officers, personality, but I'm a little overweight and I can completely outrun them. I think that with 6 or 7 officers that they have on duty all the time, that's not enough coverage for a campus like this. NOPD there's been stories of people in my neighborhood that they've waited hours because a car's been broken into, but they've had something bigger to go to.
Whereas some residents have expressed their desire to take matters into their own hands, others have advocated simply for more awareness and police patrols. For the Loyola Maroon, this is Eric Neffler.